What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure that subscribe button down below. You can go ahead and turn your post notifications on. Alright, so today this video is a little different than most of my other videos. It's not an unboxing or review or anything like that. I'm just going to be talking to you guys about the SNKRS app and primarily taking L's on the SNKRS app. I wanted to talk about this because I feel like everybody is right now, especially with some of the recent releases. They had the shock drop on the SNKRS app for the Flint 13s on Sunday night. They did the shock drop due to The Last Dance. It was the final episode of the documentary about Michael Jordan and the Bulls. People were going crazy for the Flint 13s. And I know I've seen that shoe for the last year. People were talking about the release is coming, and everyone is so excited to get that shoe. And congratulations to everybody that was able to secure their pair and got it on that shock drop. I know a lot of people were talking about the shock drop, so it wasn't much of a shock because it was kind of expected, but still it wasn't promoted or anything, or you would not have been able to see it on the app. So if you weren't paying attention to videos and people talking about it, you would have missed it. I personally didn't go for it because I'm not really a Jordan fan on me personally. I like the look of them. On other people, I just don't like how most of them fit on me, except I like the Jordan 1, which I feel like everyone does, but that silhouette is a lot different than the others. It's not as bulky. I like that one. The Jordan 4 is definitely one of my favorites, and I do have a pair. So the 1s, 4s, and 5s are my three favorites, and probably the only three I would really see myself buying unless I absolutely love the colorway. And a lot of people like the Flint 13s because it's a retro, and they're nostalgic to the shoe. So hopefully everybody that wants it is able to get it when it does come out. I believe it's May 30th. Let me check to be sure. Yeah, so they'll be out May 30th on SNKRS, so good luck to everyone out there. I know it almost seems like a guaranteed L. That's how I feel. Anytime I'm going for a shoe that's pretty hyped up, I know it's just going to be an L. But speaking of basketball shoes and the SNKRS app, the LeBron 7 Media Day did come out. I was intrigued about how it was going to go because it's very different shoe. Like, it's going to be a completely different audience that wants that shoe than the typical like hypebeast and people really into streetwear. Some will go for it, but for the most part it's going to be OG sneakerheads. It's going to be people that are huge LeBron fans. It's going to be people that collect basketball shoes, and it's going to be Lakers fans because it is a Lakers colorway. I don't want to go too much into the shoe and details and such because surprisingly I did take a W on the SNKRS app, which I 100% was not expecting. I was like, you know what, I'm going to go for it because it would be a really cool shoe to have because I am a huge LeBron fan. I am a Lakers fan as well. My two favorite teams have always been the Cavs and the Lakers. I used to wear LeBrons when I played basketball, and just those were my first pair of basketball shoes and kind of the only basketball shoe I ever really wore. I always liked shoes growing up, but I always wanted LeBrons, and when I played basketball I always wanted LeBrons. So it's nice to see that shoe and really like it, and I've been wanting a pair of basketball shoes, so I'm going to see how the performance is since it is an older shoe, so it's not as modern technology, but I think it'll be fine. And I wasn't trying to buy them for resale, I was just trying to buy them because I want them in my collection. I didn't know if I was going to hit or not because I didn't know how big the market was. I didn't know how many pairs they were really releasing because the Fairfax and the Christmas ones that came out retroed with of the 7 both sat. They didn't do super well, and especially the Fairfax was pretty shocking because it was originally just a PE, so it was kind of shocking that it did sit. So I didn't know about this one, but I kind of figured since it is the Lakers colorway that it might, and LeBron just recently went to the Lakers, so it's a colorway of his shoe that we never would have had before. But I did get this. This was very shocking to see because I hardly ever hit. The only other shoe I've hit on the SNKRS app ever is this pair of Jordan 1s. Jordan 1s are notorious for selling out really quick and not being able to get on the SNKRS app. But this colorway was a women's exclusive, and a lot of people slept on it. It did sell out. It didn't sit, but it wasn't crazy hyped or anything like that, and it's not going too much over retail. So those are the only two W's I've ever had on the SNKRS app after trying to go for pretty much most of the shoes, all the hype shoes, the Travis Scott's, Fear of God's, things like that. Never able to hit. The biggest reason why I want to make this video is because a lot of people were talking about how they got an L on the SNKRS app, and I was kind of shocked because I didn't think it was a shoe that was really going to be going crazy, and it's really not. Like, a lot of people aren't talking about it, but the OGs are, and a lot of people did take an L, which is upsetting, but I think on the good side, for people that really want the shoe, I think once people start getting their pairs, some people probably bought them to resell, and I don't think the resale market's going to be up there, so you'll probably be able to get it for a little bit above retail. So I think that should be good. But I am excited to get this shoe in hand and break it down, see how it looks on feet. Excited to have it in the collection. I haven't had a LeBron in a minute. The last pair of LeBrons I had were Soldiers, but I don't want to go too much more in depth because I will be having a review and on foot video coming whenever I get those. We all have had L's on the sneakers app. The Royal Toast came out. A lot of people took L's. Kind of how it is with the Flints. Hopefully you guys don't. I know that there's a couple SBs coming out on sneakers app soon. I'm going to try and get those. Hopefully I take a W on those. But we all know what it's like to get an L. People are really over the sneakers app. Other places do sell them, but it's kind of hard to know. Sneakers is just the easiest way to know when the shoes are coming out, the time, place to get them. You know for sure, you can see the sizes, everything, but people are looking for other ways. But I wanted to talk about something a little different with the sneaker app L. This is the two other reasons why I wanted to record this video, was L's that you didn't actually get, but basically you slept on the shoe. So I hate when that happens, when you see a shoe and you hate it, so you don't go for it, and then you see it on foot, and then you see the shoe more and more and more, and you suddenly love the shoe. Resale price skyrocketed, and then you know you can't get the shoe. That's how I feel, and that's the main reason why I want to make this video, was about the Nike Spirit on Cage 2, specifically the Stussy collab in the cream colorway. That shoe, when I first saw it, I thought it was hideous. I hated that shoe, and I was like, are people really gonna buy this shoe? Like, it's like a dad shoe, but worse. But like a cool colorway and cool materials. Like, I liked the cream and black and the material of it, but I did not like the silhouette of the shoe. And it's like a dad shoe, but modern, which is weird because it's the silhouette did originally come out in 2003, and they brought it back. And then after seeing people wear the shoe and seeing how it looked, especially like going into summer with shorts and such, I loved the shoe. And I think it's such a beautiful colorway, and I loved it. But I'm just so mad at myself for when I first saw it, I thought it was hideous. And I don't know if we're feeding into the hype or what. In all honesty, I don't think, because that shoe wasn't really hyped up in general. A lot of people I saw, it was very mixed opinions. People either loved it or hated it. And all the people that loved it went for it. And then people started seeing the shoe more and more, and just like me, started liking the shoe. And I remember after it released, I was slept on it. I didn't even go for it, and I regret it because I love that shoe and I want it in my collection so bad. But it's crazy price now. Right when it got released and people started getting in their pairs, and the resale market was not really there. It was pretty low. They were only reselling for about $200-300. Was not crazy at all. I mean, there's a lot. The retail price was $160, so $200-300 is still a lot, but not like it is now. At $200, you could have justified getting the shoe. It is a Stussy collab with Nike, so those tend to do well over time in general anyway. So $200, you could probably, I would have justified if I would have liked it at that exact moment. But right when I started liking it, it started slowly skyrocketing because everyone else started liking it. And now it's like $600. It is a Stussy Nike collab. I'm not shocked, but I am kind of shocked that it's that high, because people really were sleeping on it. There were videos of people saying, like, you guys are gonna regret not getting this, and I was like, I don't know. And then I would see the video, and I loved how the shoe looked, and it looked so cool. And there was all these other colorways they released. The black one as well, I didn't like as much. And then there was just like non-Stussy collab ones, just mainline Nike coming out with the Spirit on the actual just Nike app, not even sneakers. The gray one's been pretty popular. I think it's very fitting for this time. Nike did a good job releasing it, because at first I wasn't on the dad sneaker wave that was huge and very popular, but I'm getting there. I'm starting to like the models a lot more, and that one is one I would love to have in my collection, but it's not looking like I will. But there is this one that I almost bought, if it'll focus. It is a triple white one, and I really want that one. It's $140, and it's sold out on Nike, but I did find it for retail on some other sites. So if you guys are watching this and you like that shoe, comment down below if you think I should have bought it, because I almost did, but I decided not to, because I really like that colorway. But I did see another picture of it where it's very mesh, and I'm very mixed on that triple white. I like the gray as well. That one a lot of people have done videos on, and I've seen a lot of people get that one as an alternative to the Stussy. I feel like the Stussy collab and then the gray are the two most popular. They did come out with the gray and red as well, but I liked the gray, but I really like the white because I love triple white shoes. All white shoes are my favorite, but they just get so dirty, and I don't know if they're really worth it, and I don't know how they look on my feet. Let me know if you think I should get those shoes or not, because I'm really debating it still. And I just really want to know your thoughts on the Nike Spiridon KH2, or if there's any other shoe you hated at first and now you love. I would say another one is Travis Scott's. When I first saw those, I didn't really like them at all. I thought the backward swoosh was like a cool touch, but I just didn't like how it was put together. And now I like the shoe. Alright, sorry, my memory card got full, so it stopped recording. But I was talking about the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1s. I like the low version a lot better, to be honest with you. I like the color of it. That shoe is definitely on my list of grails. I really like that shoe. I don't know if I would pay the price that it's going for. I don't know if it's worth all that. But the highs I didn't really like at first. When I first saw the pictures, they were just kind of like boring to me. And the backward swoosh was a cool touch, but I didn't really like how it was put together. But now I do like it. It does look good on feet, seeing people wear it. That's another example of a shoe that you didn't like at first, but you like. And I don't want to say I'm really falling for the hype, because I'm not really obsessed with Travis Scott like that. I'm not too concerned about having a Travis shoe in my collection. It would be cool to have, and I do like a lot of his styles. The SB is definitely one of my favorites. I love the look of that shoe with the bandana print on it, the colors. I love that shoe. There's just a lot of shoes that come out, whether hype or not, that I didn't like at first, and they grew on me and I suddenly love, and you slept on them, and now they're going crazy and you can't get them. But the Spiridon is definitely one of those, and I think it's a lot of people's. So if you have a pair of Spiridons and you love them, let me know. Am I even saying it right? Nike Spiridon KH2 is a shoe that I think is really interesting, because it's a lot different than any other shoe that's really out right now. And the cream colorway, the Stussy collab, is beautiful. But what is your thoughts on like just the main ones that aren't a collab? There's no really hype to those. I love how they look now. Did not at first, of any color. I just didn't like the model. But now I really do. The Stussy cream ones are my favorite, and then the gray and the white are as well. And I don't know if I'm still sleeping on the white ones, because I feel like I should just get them for retail while I can, because they'll be out of them pretty soon on other places, and the resale I'm not going to pay for them. But let me know your thoughts on the Spiridon 2 and SNKRS app in general, because we get L's all the time on the app when you're trying to go for it and you just don't get it. But we don't talk about the L's you take because you're sleeping on a shoe as much, and that's one of the worst L's, because at least when you're going for a hype shoe and you don't get it, or you're going for a shoe in general on sneakers and you don't get it, at least you tried, at least you have that. But like, if you didn't go for it, you're always gonna be like, well, I could have got it. I think both are the awful. If it's a shoe you really want and you're on sneakers and you right at 10 a.m. and you go for it and you don't get it, it sucks. But it also sucks when you think, wow, I didn't go for that shoe because I hated it, and now the resale is crazy. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, and I'll have that LeBron video out for you guys soon, the review on those. If you guys copped on those, let me know as well. But anyway, hope you guys like this video. It's a little different, just me talking. If you guys want to see more of me, you can follow my Instagram at StevieJosh3, and my Twitter is also at StevieJosh3, and TikTok as well. I am on TikTok at StevieJosh3. I have not posted on TikTok in a while, but it's fun. TikTok, I don't have an opinion on TikTok. I hate it, but I love it. And go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already to my channel. I would really appreciate that. And go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. See you guys next video. Bye.